coach. And from Tulane, head coach Mike Dunleavy. The Green Wave have 2 games this week, first hosting Tulsa on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN News, and before welcoming Houston on Sunday at 1 p.m. on the CBS Sports Network. Coach, please update us on your team heading into another challenging week.
Yeah, pretty much the same has been going on for us. We're pretty much limited in terms of numbers. We've had a few injuries this year. Rayon Ambo, our starting point guard's out for the year. Boya Coca, starting center's out for the rest of the year, and Bula Zhang, power forward, out for the rest of the year as well. We're playing a lot of young players, and we're hoping to develop those guys. Each week, basically, like a card dealer, shuffling the cards and trying to deal the right hand and trying to find the ways that we can play efficiently. Since the beginning of the year, a couple of areas that we tried to emphasize. One has been in the rebounding department, and started using rebounding drills and practices in season, which I really had never done before. But our guys have done a good job of there, and every game we've either won it or we've had lost by only 1 or 2 rebounds at the most. So we've been in that plus column. The area that we're trying to figure out right now is the turnover department. We've had a lot of live ball turnovers in games, and they've been costly. We've been giving up about 20 points a game in transition points, and there's really no scheme for that. So, we're looking at ways to help our offense, help our defense, because when teams are playing against a set defense, we've been fairly good. So that's the biggest thing on our plate right now is trying to figure out how to control that.
Thank you, Coach. And you did mention battling through injuries this year. One player who has certainly stepped up for you has been Caleb Daniels, who's proven to be one of the league's best scorers. What has made the jump for him this season?
Well, Caleb's had a jump in numbers, but really it's not a surprise at all for us. I mean, he's got great talent. He averaged about 10 points a game last year in conference as a freshman. He's got great ability to score at all 3 levels. He can shoot the 3. He can get to the free throw line. He can post you up. He can take you off the dribble. His game is developing, and now to ultimately become a guy that is the go-to guy for our team.
And, Coach, another guard who has been very important to you, Jordan Cornish, supplying some senior leadership. How important has it been for a young team that has not been on a college court that much to have someone like him in the backcourt and just out there as a leader for them?
Yeah, Jordan Cornish, is a 5th-year senior, and he has perspective for our team, and he can help our young guys get through stuff. I mean, he's been thrown in a tough situation for him this year. I mean, having to play almost all point guard. In the past we've used him as as his natural position as a wing, and then to fill in at the point guard spot, and that's again what we had hoped to do this year with Rayon Embo, being a 3rd-year starter would average over 30 minutes a game, and we'd fill in the blanks from there. But that has the position has fallen to Jordan again, because of experience and willingness to do what it takes to try and help our team win games.
Thank you, Coach. We'll move on to our media questions at this time.
We'll take our next question from Gary Smith with the New Orleans Advocate. Please go ahead.
Hi, Mike. Melvin Frazier's coming back to New Orleans with the Orlando Magic tomorrow night. He scored his first baskets in the NBA the other night. But just how much can you sell his development and what he did at Tulane as you look down the road in recruiting?
Yeah, first of all, we're really excited about Mel, getting his first NBA points on Saturday night. Making that transition, finally has been good for him. They made some trades last week, and it's opened up some time and opportunity for him. And he's been playing some down in the G League and doing well. So we're excited about that and for Mel going forward. Mel's a really, great story for us in terms of, the 2 years he was with us, his improvement. And, I think the first year we came in, he shot 23% from the three-point line, and those numbers improved. And last year he finished up shooting around 38%, but free throw shooting was like 55%, and he got that to the 70s also. So, his overall offensive game, I think, improved a great deal. And then, of course, his calling card is his defensive ability and to disrupt play in between, steals and on-ball pressure. So, we're excited about his return tomorrow night. I'm going to get our guys, get him down to the game, and then hopefully, for the All-Star break, he'll be back in town. We'll get a chance to spend some time with him.
And, Samir Shaish led the conference in field goal percentage last year for a lot of reasons. It's not as high this year. How much a part of that can just be attributed to having Frazier on the team last year? How much easier he made it for everybody with all the different things he could do?
Yeah, I think that last year with both Cam and Mel on the team, and both guys are with NBA organizations right now, took a lot of pressure off of some of the other guys, and that much focus couldn't be put on them. Samir is one of the guys that benefit from that. Last year he was second in our league conference in field goal percentage, and a lot of that was the work he did on the offensive boards, where defenders would have to go to Mel or Cam, when they would beat somebody, and he got a chance to clean that up. Hey, he's really good. He's got a great nose for the ball and finding rebounds and shaping up and putting the ball back in the basket. So I think he definitely benefited from the play of both players.
Thanks.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time here today. Good luck this week, and we will talk to you again next month.